Right. Can't see anybody in there at the moment. Evening, Charlie.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. How's your day
I
been?
go all shy when I go in front of the camera.
Yeah, oh, you look good. You're very photogenic.
They say beauty's only skin deep, in my case I was born inside out. I assume, I'm looking back now, and I was in primary school, and I remember leaving the classroom to go to the toilet, and in them days the toilets were also part of the cloakroom, and I remember searching through the pockets of my fellow students for sweets. I mean, you know, you don't expect to find money in such a young person's coat, so why did I do that? I have no idea at all. None that I can safely say is a very significant point where I decided I wanted to be a criminal, because at that age you don't know what a criminal is. You have no understanding of the criminal justice system or the system as it is. And the beginning is a slippery slope. There are 7 bullet points on the slippery slope. Number 1, and again, you don't need to write this down because it's on the website, so you can look at it on your leisure, right? Yeah. Number 1, don't listen to your parents. Number 2, don't listen to your teachers. Number 3, I know it all already. Number 4, I know I'm really hard. Number 5, I'll follow my friend's advice, not my own. Number 6, money's going to come to me and I won't have to work for it. Number 7, how should we pass our time? We'll hang around on the streets, behaving everyone, smoking our green and being cool. That was my life. $1.38 million 12 to 19-year-olds have committed an offence in the last 12 months. 230,000 were arrested. 45,000 went to jail. 73% re-offended within 2 years. An annual cost of crime of 3.7 billion.
Where and when was your first session?
The first ever presentation I did was at a school in Kidbrooke, right, in London, called Thomas Tallis. That was a school my son was at the time.
How many children was it?
Probably between 15 and 20 in the classroom, which was an average size classroom then. Tutor group size, whatever that means.
Right. And was this straight after you came out of prison?
No. I'd written a letter to the head teacher, which he didn't reply to, 9 weeks before I was due to be released. But because it was such a good idea, when I got out of prison, I went to see him. His secretary said yes, you can have an appointment, which was for a couple of weeks later. That was in September of '93. He couldn't have been more apologetic, because he said he thought it was such a good idea, and because I'd had dealings with him previously, because of my son being at his school, and my passion for the education system, he felt that yes, he would give me my first opportunity, which was in February of '94.
Right. And when did you use the prison cell?
Oh, that was years later.
Right.
I mean,
I knew where that was.
That was in Hurlingham and Chelsea,
right,
in Fulham, and I had a supporter by the name of Hilton Spencer Ingram, who is a multi-talented businessman who had business worldwide, and he took me under his wing. Does what I do work? Yes, I educate in schools and colleges. Some statistics. I've delivered over 2,000 presentations. This is over a period of just over 14 years. I've delivered over 2,000 presentations and I've reached out to 15,000 young people. I've deterred 1,290 potential offenders and I've prevented 6.23 million of crime, and I've saved the taxpayers 1.2 million in custodial sentences.
Hooray.
Thank you. But, and there's always a but, I'm also a man and van. I'm a single parent, I've got a 15-year-old daughter that lives with me, and I have to keep going. Yes, South East London Chamber of Commerce, they support what I do.
Are you a member of them?
I'm a member of them, yes. I've been a member for about 4 years now, I think. Which is it's fantastic for someone like me that, and again, the individuals that are members, when I'm really in trouble, when I was in trouble a while ago with my van, there was a few come forward and made contributions, which was enough to get my van up and running again.
What was the problems with your van?
When the engine was knackered, I didn't look after it as I should have.
Really?
Yeah, but someone bought me a new engine and someone gave me some money to
So you had to get a new engine?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
And that was very much a part of your livelihood, without that you
Yes,
couldn't have
it
done
was
it.
my livelihood.
Right.
I mean, I'm still I was on income support at the time,
Yeah.
as I had been for years, but I've now been asked to change from income support to job seekers allowance because they want me to go out and find a job, at 55 years old, and I'll explain something about that in a little while. But yeah, I mean, the South East London Chamber have been very good. But I've just been asked recently on the 29th of the 1st, I was asked to go to Job Centre Plus and to change my benefit
Yeah.
from income support to job seekers allowance, which meant that now Louise is over 12,
Yeah.
I have to actively be ready to look for work
Right.
and actively seek work. Now, I got very frustrated and very angry at the people that told me to do that, because I said,
Yeah.
how can I get a job? There's people being made redundant that have never been in trouble with the law. They've worked, alongside the law, from day one. They've now been made redundant, and they can't get a job.
Yeah.
When I was 13, I was the second fastest swimmer in London. Now, I know you might, oh, wow, you're a hero. I was a dickhead. I'm being honest, I was a total dickhead. When I was 13, I broke the school long jump record, the very first jump I did. And what did I do with that? Nothing. What did I do with the swimming? Nothing. Why? Because no one told me I could. You said earlier, Josh, about choices. This is what you've got to push and push and push. You've got a choice. Go down Road A to a life of fantastic wealth of information, knowledge and riches. Or go to where I went to and sit behind that door, looking out the window, bars, you know, what's the time now? Just gone 7. You know, that's you for the rest of the night. I mean, even that light on its own there.
Mm-hmm. It would be too much.
No, it's just nice.
It's just right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's perfect. You stand over there by the door, have a look. So how do you expect me to go and get a job?
As in your situation?
Well, I have a criminal record.
Right.
You know, I have 20 years in prison, 40 previous convictions. I'm unemployable. I don't have any skills. I don't have any trade to fall back on. Yet I'm told, when I mentioned what I do with laces, I'm told, well, there you are, you've got communication skills. 18 years old, with a baby, first offence, 8 years, drugs related. She says, or you say to her, listen darling, you know how much I love you, you know how much I want for you, but do me a favour, go to Jamaica and see my friend, you know, and he'll give you some bits and pieces to bring back. You only got swallowed, don't worry about it, you know, it's fine. And being pregnant really helps, you know, because no one will look at you twice. But what she doesn't know is, when she goes and visits his friend in Jamaica or wherever it is, and she swallowed these 50 or 60 bags of crack or heroin or whatever they give them, I'm on the phone, or the boyfriend's on the phone saying, listen, look out for the young black girl with a red top and a black tracksuit bottoms and trainers, and she's pregnant. She's got the gear. So the customs and excise wait for her to come through the airport. Bang, they're on her. But what they don't realise, and what you don't realise, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 20, 30. I've got up to 30 other people that walk behind you that are all carrying stuff. But I've sacrificed you. And you're in prison doing 8 years going, oh, come, where are you? Come and visit me. Tell me you love me again. Fuck off, mug. So, you know, again, Josh, coming back to choices. You as young men will think that if you come up with up against a girl that spreads her legs and let you do what you want to her, and you make her pregnant and you think, who gives a toss, and you fuck off. And you as a young girl think that that's the way you should be by letting these boys do whatever they want to you. I can't stress to my 2 daughters, and I've got a son as well who's 26, I can't stress to my 2 daughters who are 18 and 14 the value of choice.
Right.
You've got teaching skills. I said, yeah, but what I've done on my own and been very forceful in my application to move forward.
You've been enterprising, using your own initiative.
Yeah, using my own initiative. Because I believe in what I do, and I've got evidence to prove that again.
Yeah.
But what they've done is they've asked me, I have to actively be seeking work. And I've got this form that I have to fill out, you know, looking for work from Job Centre Plus.
Yeah.
And how many application forms can I fill in? 1,000. And what will happen? Nothing. And awaiting outcome, telephone employer if not heard. How can I telephone a possible employer if they're not, if I haven't got an interview to attend and I've filled in all these application forms and no one's going to get back to me? Why? Because I've declared I've got a criminal record.
Right.
So, I have to fill out these.
All that detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know what this is?
No.
This is bullshit.
Why do you say that?
Because I asked the lady, why do I have to fill that out? She said, because that's a rule of your JSA, because if you don't fill it out, if you don't fill it out, you won't get your benefit. And I said, well, who checks it?
Yeah.
And her answer was, no one.
No one?
No one.
They feel that prisons are actually soft touches.
Prison's not to be about rehabilitation nowadays. I don't even think it's about rehabilitation then. I mean, I'm 54 years old. My life is gone. Yet I still think like a 16-year-old. But I can't be a 16-year-old. I want to be recognised now for doing something positive rather than being ignored for doing something negative.